Yo, what up, man? What up, YouTube? What up, Instagram? What up, everybody? We have just 3 days left before we go into 2023. So, man, y'all know I have to leave you with some tips, right? Going into 2023, man, making sure that you are completely credit strong. You are on your best behavior. You have the best habits possible, man. And I just want to talk a little bit about some of the things that's super important when it comes to just building your credit, right? Building your credit, um, building your credit, and also maintaining your credit. So tips to leave you with, man, in 2023 on your credit. We're going to just jump into it. As you see, I do not have anything on the board, man, so I just really want to talk to you about it, right? First, I want to just talk about debt management and I want to talk about utilization, right? I have other videos where we discuss debt management, we discuss utilization, but it's super important because a lot of times, and I was just talking to someone about this, when we're tied up with the bills, we're tied up with the debt, when all we see is dollar signs, having to pay, right? And deductions, deductions from spending money. It can be very difficult to figure out where you are, how much you need to pay, and what you need to pay. So debt management is very, very crucial in utilization. And why is utilization important? Because of the 30%, right? A lot of times people use up those credit cards and try to figure out why their score dropped. Pay attention to your utilization, right? Write every credit card you have down. If you have 5 credit cards, you need to be writing Capital One and your balance, right? Chase and your balance. Figurehead and your balance. Because this is where the information becomes right in your face. This is where the information shows you exactly how much you owe to each individual card, right? Wells Fargo, whatever the card may be. This shows you how much money you owe, right? On each of these credit cards. And then next, you want to create a budget. All of this affects your credit. Why? Because all of this affects your credit. Why? Because credit is borrowed money. Credit is debt. Credit is money that has to be paid back, and you have to be responsible for it. So with this budget, you're able to analyze these credit cards. You're able to see how much money you owe. You're able to look your debt in the face, and you're able to see exactly what you can pay back. So focusing on your utilization and your debt management will be key, right? Number two, some of you guys have not even checked your credit all year. So number two, even if you're reviewing for the first time, review your credit reports. Review your credit. Let's be honest. If you're somebody that has not checked your credit all year, go to annualcreditreport.com and get your free copy. Annualcreditreport.com. Because like I said, there's some people that have not checked their credit in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So it's important to even review to see where you're at. So many people are afraid and scared that they do not want to check their credit, but you'll never know where you're going if you do not understand where exactly you are at this very moment, right? Now, three, what goes into number one and number two, which is actually budgeting and cutting costs, right? So looking at all of the things that we're spending money on, all the miscellaneous expenses, and getting rid of those expenses as well that may not be necessarily. Now, number three, guys, is managing your credit and managing your credit is managing all of your accounts, right? So all of your open accounts, all of your active accounts, everything you're currently paying, right? Um, Managing those accounts is super important as you of people want to go into the new year. You may be looking at some new credit cards. So as you add new credit, as you maintain your old credit, which you already have built, right? And pretty much how you're going into the year. So managing your active credit, managing this debt we talked about, paying attention to the utilization as we talked about, right? Budgeting so that we're able to afford and actually pay the debt. All of this matter because credit is borrowed money, right? We know the 5 factors of credit, right? If you don't, go look up the 5 factors of credit video. We know these things, but when we're not able to analyze and see what's going on, because like I said, some of you guys haven't even looked at your credit reports all year, when we don't know how much money is coming in and what's going out. We don't really know exactly how much we're able to save and budget going into the new year. And then thirdly is business credit. If you've been able to establish fourth, actually we got number 3. So fourth is going to be business credit. If you're able to already establish your personal credit and you got it tight, you're already at the 700 club. Now we want to go to the business credit. We want to start building business credit, get your LLC together, get your business bank account, and then you can apply for your first business credit card or your first business loan to get you started in the game. But going in 2023, it's super important for us to know where we are financially, to know what we need to pay, what we need to pay, right? How we're gonna pay it, and then, right, what are we even looking at? What are we reviewing? And then, what do we need to do next? Once we have an understanding of where we are, meaning what are your goals? Write down your goals, right? What are your plans? How much money do you want to save? How much money do you need for a rainy day account, right? How much money will you need for your kids' tuition next month? How much will your auto insurance run you for the whole year, right? What do we need to do next? When we're talking about business credit and building businesses, what do we want to invest in? How much money do we need to actually invest? So as we start to put this all into perspective, it all goes back to credit. It all goes back to being responsible and pretty much assessing where we are. And without that credit report, without understanding our debt levels, without understanding our financial pool, without understanding our annual income, it makes it very difficult to maintain a good credit score because you are putting accounts in your name, bills in your name, and you are giving yourself another financial responsibility. So I want you guys to really take these tips. I want you to really assess your own financial situation. If you need the free budget sheet, go on my Instagram. Just hit the link in the bio. Visit the website, preciouscredit.net. This is the last video of 2023. I hope you guys, man, are on the right start. It is never too late to repair, restore, or rebuild your credit. And I'm going to see y'all at the top of the year. Let's get it. Peace.